This is the story of Titan, a sweet dog adopted from the Garland shelter, found the next day with 2 bullet holes and his adoption collar still around his neck.
Garland Control Center.
Did you guys ever do those free or low-cost adoption events?
They do. Actually, they had one, I think, a month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah, I think it's about a month ago where it's free. Where they call it clearing the shelter or cleaning the shelter or something like that.
Clear the shelter event.
That brought me from Los Angeles to Dallas, Texas, to uncover the mystery of the death of Titan.
First day here, got water coming in the room, pouring like a banshee.
I reached out to several key rescues, only to be led to the horrifying story of Dowdy Ferry Road, the graveyard of the vulnerable. That morning, I was picked up by Stephanie Timko.
And so this is her neighborhood. There's a ton of dumping right through here. So let's see, there's one right there.
I'm struck by how much there is of it. There's a dog on a chain outside.
Yep, baby dog, baby beagle.
It's amazing to me. It's almost like we're in another country.
We're on our way.
I called 911.
Okay, good. So is the white dog at the property or someplace else?
It is at the property, still on that chain.
Dead, still on the chain.
Dead.
Okay. If he shot these dogs, we are not getting out. And you gotta get this video quick because they will come out and they will come after us. He's licking a wound. I don't know what his wound is. That dog's dead. That dog's dead.
I gotta get the video.
You gotta get the video, but this guy's gonna come out, so he already knows what our car looks like. So he's eating leaves. He has no food or water and no shelter either. And so, I mean, that dog over there, no shelter.
And this dog over here.
That dog over there.
And this dog over here was pregnant, lactating, behind the fence. It's a double chain. This is pretty heavy. There's some barbed wire here. Got it? There you go.
Okay, so why are y'all videotaping? I don't understand.
Oh, I'm doing a documentary for animal care.
You come to Dallas, this is Southern Dallas. On every block in Southern Dallas, you will see this. I mean, and it's just unbelievable.
What struck me was she said that these are her babies and she loves them. Yeah, she left them out last night in a torrential rainstorm. So animal control is going to come here, and 4 of these dogs will probably be relinquished, but we're going to come back.
I mean, people are impassioned by dogs more than anything else. I mean, let's just face it. And the carnage that it's raw and real. We're not candy coating the truth here.
That's what befuddled me about Dowdy Ferry.
Yeah.
How could you have over that many animals, over 400 animals, is that correct? Over 400 animals in 3 years.
That's just dogs. That's not...
Just dogs?
Just dogs. 413 in 3 years.
413 dead dogs found in bags.
Why do you do this?
Public awareness. Each one of these buckets and flowers represents one of the dogs that we have found. This is basically to show the extremity of the number of dogs that we have found.
On this particular case regarding Titan, the dog was adopted from the Garland
shelter?
Animal Shelter.
Okay.
You mean they don't check the license to see if there's any criminal affiliation or anything?
Well, I think they take your license, just, saying who the dog been to. But doing a background check, I don't think they do.
You would think, common sense, that if you're going there to adopt a dog, that there is some sort of protocol, that you have to fill out papers, you have to have an ID. I don't know what happened other than the dog ended up here, down on Dowdy Ferry, 3 days later with a bullet in his head, dead. I never got a straight answer about how he was involved, why the dog was all of a sudden dead 3 days later.
When I started working in August of 2015, we kept a photo and a log of each body that we found. So, like, for example, this was found September 5th. This is the location. This is the person that found it. And this is the 311 number that we reported it to so that we could go back and track it. This book was given to Melinda Merck. She is a pioneer forensic veterinarian. She offices in Austin. She testified in the Michael Vick case. She went through our photo book and she tagged the photos and she said, this is possible dogfighting, or this is possible animal cruelty.
If you see a backyard, full of pit bulls, many times those guys are breeders, but they're breeding for the fight industry. And you'll know because you'll find the equipment, various things like treadmills and various steroids and all sorts of things that they use to make the dogs charge and to make them mean. And then, and free puppies. There's always free puppy ads in the paper, free kitten ads, free to a good home. And those animals end up as bait as well.
I estimate between 14 and 17% of all animals we found at Dowdy Ferry were victims of abuse. After I went to a seminar with Melinda Merck, and I learned the real signs of dogfighting and abuse, that number jumped to 22%. So about 22% of animals at Dowdy Ferry are victims of abuse and or dogfighting. If you're looking at dumping by the numbers, these are the locations that we look at. Dowdy Ferry is by far the most popular animal dumping site. Let's see, these are how many reports we filed with GPD, how many reports we filed with 311. In all the time that we've been reporting in the past over 3 years, we have only ever had one investigator call us to take an affidavit or to ask follow-up questions for an investigation.
We want to assure that animal cruelty is taken seriously in Dallas, and it is currently being undercharged. The animal cruelty charges are very weak and few and far between these days, and it was not always that way.
We will be working with candidates, council candidates and mayoral candidates to educate them on the issues and to evaluate which candidates are best for animals in the city of Dallas, because dog bites have to stop, loose and stray dogs have to stop, and the cruelty absolutely has to stop.
The issue here is we have people who are abusing animals. The government or politicians are unwilling or unable to enforce the laws and regulations. It's up to us. The way you can help change this is contact your city and county officials. Let them know this is unacceptable. The time for accountability is now. And please, volunteer, foster, adopt. Thank you.